Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. Smile then. We just beat Paris Saint-Germain.
I know, I saw it.
Easy that, wasn't it?
No, it was not easy. But I thought today, I think it's about time Mr. Solskjaer, to give him his correct title, gets a little bit of respect from people. There's two things that I had a bit of an issue with. Not an issue, maybe more of a wonder how this could go in the starting lineup. Axel. Not doubting Axel's abilities, not doubting anything about Axel apart from his tendency to be injured all the time. And his first game back after how long, coming up against Mbappe, that could go west.
Mbappe played.
I saw him name on a team sheet, and I saw him sat in his arse once moaning about a penalty. No, not really. And the other one was Tellers. We hadn't seen a minute of the guy in a United shirt. It could be mint and it could go either way, and to be fair to him, Ollie not only gambled and won on both of those, his subs were great at the right time. The way he set United up was fantastic. I thought we were going to sit back, park the bus, soak up pressure, but we didn't even do that. We had so much space. We played football against them in the first half. Second half, they really tried to turn the screw. That's when we saw, obviously, that Marshall stuck at his own net. But then, once that had happened, they had a bit of a couple of minutes where they was attacking us. The only team winning that were United, and we had chances. Not like, we didn't have like the odd, we had chances that we should have buried. And in the end, then we got the result. You could say it was a lot more comfortable than 2-1 potentially suggests.
Yeah, because you mentioned Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting the credit that he deserves for selection and Axel and this, that and the other. But also there's a point in that game where we made a couple of changes. Martial went off, Pogba came on, made a few changes, and then from there we dominated the game through to the last minute. Again, I've criticised him for his failure to make... Tellers for Pogba, but I think Martial went off in the same instance. I've criticised him for failing to change the game quick enough. And here we saw him in a big game in the Champions League change it, and it worked.
Well, it was in the balance as well. And his subs, did they change the game? Not necessarily, but they probably had a positive influence on the game. I don't think changing the game's a bit of a leap to make from that. But they did have a positive say on the way it went down. And maybe what we're seeing from the guy is when we've seen him get the players that he wants, he trusts them. And that's what we saw with Bruno. Maybe he trusted Bruno a bit too much because he never give the guy 10 minutes off. But when he gets players that he likes and he wants, I think you'll see bits. And obviously he didn't even have a full quota available to him. We did this without Cavani, we did this without Mason Greenwood, did this without Brandon Williams, did this without our captain Harry Maguire. You can't downplay how big a result that is. This is supposed group of death. This is supposedly one of the toughest tasks that Manchester United can get. I remember seeing that. I don't think they've lost a group game in France since 20 years' time or something like that. This was a big game for United. This is one that I expected us to probably fuck up, if I'm being honest. I said I fully expected a bad performance against Newcastle and a better performance against Paris because I thought they'd suit us, and I actually thought we'd play more counter-attack, as I said before. We didn't really even get to see that. That at times was comfortable for United, and that shocks me. It really does, because they're, like I said, this is last season's finalists, and they didn't. If you'd have said to me that was the second best team in Europe last year, and I said which one?
Yeah. It's true. It's true because we did play really well, and tactically we looked very good. We've gone through this whole thing without a mention of Pastor Fred.
Fred was fast, class,
and he was fast,
and he shits on Fabregas. Yeah, I thought Fred had a very good game. He looked tired in the last, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. He looked like he was tired. I thought maybe McTominay could have done with coming off early as well because he was on a yellow and it looked like they were targeting him a little bit. But if Fred in these games, when you've got to have someone that works without the ball, fantastic. And I think when I saw the 11s, I saw it a little bit after you and Joe did, I was like, well, it's a workman midfield then with McTominay and Fred, and that's what it was.
Were you worried by the selection?
No, because I didn't think we were going to win anyway, so I was kind of like, pressure's off a little bit.
I knew we were going to win.
No, you can't look at that and say you know that we're going to win. You bring in a
Ask
player,
him.
And yeah, but you're an idiot, mate.
I said we were going to score 4 against Newcastle.
Did you though?
Did though.
Did you though?
Go watch the watch along, pre-match in the watch along.
Yeah, but if you say we're going to score 1, we're going to score 2. If you say all of the possible scenarios.
I didn't say all of the possible scenarios.
Okay.
Talking about 1 and 2. Ollie's at the wheel 2.0.
Mate, I think it's about time this guy gets some respect. Yeah, the Spurs game was shocking. How much of that was him being shocking?
Were you worried by that at all? Really worried by that?
In what sense?
For him, for United, for the season?
Yeah, I am, because I believe this board is stupid enough to do rash things. I believe they're stupid enough to tell you they've got a 5-year plan and sack you the next day. Like, I believe all of that. The incompetence at Manchester United is vast. And I certainly believe that they could make stupid decisions. It wouldn't be the first one that they've made. So I think if Ollie's given the time, he's given the patience, and he's given the tools, there's no coincidence. Like, we've had some poor runs under Ollie. Make no mistake. We've had a couple of poor results. We also had them under Sir Alex Ferguson. He was pretty good. But some of the things that make me go, no, he's the man, is one, the way the players talk about him. And two, it's those runs, those literally record-breaking runs that we went on. Did we go on a record-breaking run under Jose? No, we didn't. Did we go on a record-breaking run, apart from 0-0s, under Louis van Gaal?
Broke all the wrong records under those.
Yeah, Moyes tumbled so many records, but they weren't ones you're putting up on your mantelpiece. Ollie went on 2 proper unbeatable records. The things that tell me, can this guy manage Manchester United and do well? Well, his signings have been pretty good, for one. For two, we've gone on mad runs where we've been unbelievably consistent. And consistency is what you need. Then what we've seen him also do is go distance in the cups. All right, we got twatted by Barcelona in his first season. We got proper snotted. We did. But that was because someone was doing fucking Cruyff turns in the new camp, right? Say no more. This season just gone, we got to 3 semi-finals. That's not far off 3 finals. That's not far off 3 trophies. That's decent. It's not good, but it ain't shit either. It's better than not getting to him. It's better than losing in the first round. That tells me that this guy's all right at progressing in cups. And then, Joe, the thing that tells me the most, when it comes down to a big game, when that's truly on a manager. Because your smaller games, you just win. Fergie didn't spend 2 weeks with his fucking protractor out thinking, how does he beat Norwich? But when it's the big games, your Newcastles, your Derbys, your Arsenals, your cup finals, that's where a manager earns his salt. And in those games, more often than not, and second only to Liverpool last season, Ollie gets it right. So those are the things that tell me that this is the guy to make it happen. And for everyone that's like trying to pipe off Pochettino, you tell me one instance that tells you that that guy could do that at this club. The guy's a fucking ball. The guy before his Champions League finals, like, anyway, I'm bouncing if we win.
What I would say, I'm just going to make a disclaimer on behalf of Stephen Howson. If in 6 months Poch is our manager, he takes that back.
No, I don't.
You do, bro.
No, I stand by
you
this,
want, bro. I don't want to
both.
get into this Ali Poch thing because I think it's really daft, and everyone knows I'm right behind Ali. But let's not ruin this by speaking about another manager. Let's not do that.
Fine, yeah, because I think that would be a ridiculous decision from our board, but they've got it in them.
They have got it in them. I don't think Poch is the worst manager we could point.
And this isn't to say that we could not absolutely fuck the rest of this month up.
Yeah, I was about to come on to that. Next up, Chelsea.
Tough game.
You fear complacency in this team?
No.
What do you fear then going wrong on Saturday, if anything?
I fear individual mistakes, because there was still some there tonight. There were still some instances where we messed it up, where we made poor decisions. But what I am seeing is more players proving that they can be part of this first team. Axel Tuanzebe just put his hand up. Now, providing he's not out for 4 to 6, which is his normal move, if Axel Tuanzebe goes, yeah, I can play at weekend, now you've got the right sort of pressure on players where they go, I better fix up or he's going to put that absolute monster of a player in for me.
Fred's the same.
And can I just say as well, Axel Tuanzebe, for not played for 41 years, to come into that tonight and absolutely bully Mbappe. Project Mbappe, fuck you. How about Project Tuanzebe, mate?
Do you remember what I said here?
That's a project you want to do. Listen, Axel Tuanzebe, I saw this kid as a skinny 15-year-old making his debut for United's under-18s, and he looked like a man. Even as a skinny 11-stone man, but he looked like a man, and he plays like a man. And the guy's captain this club at every single age group. And the talk around Carrington at the time was one day he's going to captain England. And the only thing that's ever going to stop him captaining England
Phil Jones
is his injury record. If Axel Tuanzebe can get regular games, the ability is there. Most natural defender I've ever seen, a gifted defender, can play it out the back. The only thing that you could even consider a weakness is his heading. But did you see his heading tonight? Get the fuck out of it.
All right, thanks. I will do just that. Thank you for watching. I got to get the fuck out of here.